Okay, shall I start?
Yes, please.
Go ahead, sir.
Okay, fine. So this is our second section, okay. So today I will cover some, some cloud concept, okay. I think all of you know that the benefits and when we transforming to cloud, okay, from on-premise to cloud, guys, the benefits and the scalability, flexibility, and the availability. So many things that each cloud provider offers, right?
Yes,
So
sir. I think you were saying the same thing last time, right? Like different cloud providers like AWS, Azure, and GCP.
yes, right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So as per your all consideration, I am going with the AWS, okay.
Yeah, that's great.
That's good.
And some guys, Andrew or some candidates prefer Azure. No problem. I will cover that too in our core section. I mean, coming to deep DevOps side, I will take some Azure feature. Okay, I will add some Azure feature there. You are worked with the AWS, right? I mean the AWS cloud and the console. Are you guys familiar?
No, sir.
Anyone?
Yeah, me. Coffee. No.
Yes, I know.
No, for me.
Okay. So anyone can say what are the benefits when we will get when we use cloud computing and the things.
You don't have to keep your own servers, so you don't have the expense, cost, and maintenance.
Okay. Yeah. Guys, how we deploy the things before cloud?
That's manually deployment, right?
Yes.
I thought you also had the ability to deploy it from like a browser, but then you would just have to log into company websites.
Yes, right. So yeah, I will explain. Okay, you guys can see my paint, right?
Yes, I can see it.
Okay, so this is my company. Okay, and this is the previous version. I mean, this is on-premise.
Yeah.
On-prem. Okay, and this is my company. Okay, my company name is ABC. Okay, so okay, here this is a building, okay, consider this as a building, and here different department, okay. This is my IT department, this is accounting, and this is our workers office, so many things, okay. IT. Account. This employees lobby. And my primary thing here is I have my own website, okay. I mean abc.com. abc.com. So I need to deploy the application, right? This right, abc.com, okay. So this is the on-prem deployment, okay. I mean the previous deployment. So yesterday class I will discuss how we deploy the application before cloud or before the containerization and the thing, okay. So the same way, what happened here? I mean, we take the IT room here, okay. Just elaborate, that's all. This is the IT room, okay. I mean IT server room, IT. So we will buy the server, okay, the bare metal server. Bare metal is nothing, it's just the hardware, that's all. Bare metal. We called bare metal because we didn't install the any software. Okay. Then we will install what? The top of bare metal for you guys.
Operating system.
No, we will discuss previous class, right? How the corporates, how the enterprise will deploy their application in on-premise. There is a step-by-step method. Okay, we didn't install any OS at the top of bare metal.
Operation system.
No, because the bare metal is a server, okay, big server with big resources. Like this have a lot of RAM, lot of CPU power, lot of storage, so many things. This is that's why we called as server, right? To serve multiple requests.
Okay.
In top of bare metal, we add the virtualization technology. So the virtualization technology software, one of the common software is VMware. It's a kind of application, okay. So we just install the VMware. At the top of VMware, we add multiple operating system. This technology is called virtualization. Got it. Again, we install the OS. This is Windows, okay. Windows operating system. Most probably we install the Windows servers, okay, not the client operating system. There is a server operating system. This is Linux, okay. That's all. And I will install the application. I mean, I have the code, okay, for this application. So I need to deploy in my own on-premise machine. So here I am choosing Linux to deploy the application. Okay. In top of Linux, I will install the, I will deploy the code. Okay. And we need to serve the application to the public. Okay. So we need to install some thing, anyone know what are the things we need to install for HTTP request?
Apache.
You're right. We need to install the web server. Apache is one of the web server. And one more common web server that we use nowadays is called, anyone know? A web server with its own load balancer. I mean software load balancer. Anyone? Nginx. This is another web server. Okay. And this web server have its own load balancer. That's all. And we install any load balancer in top of the, installing in the Linux machine. That's all. We install the web server. After we installing Apache or Nginx, we will get a path. Okay. There is a directory called var www html, right? This is the directory we got after we deploying, after we configuring, or after we installing Apache or Nginx. Inside the HTML, okay, this is like a directory. Okay, like in Windows, we consider as, this is in Linux. Okay, Linux directory, and this is considered as each directory. That's all. And in HTML, there is a file called index.html. That is our core configuration file. Our full code is inside the index.html. Index.html. This code, okay, abc.com code. And we move the file into HTML folder, okay, HTML directory. That's all. Then we will, the web server will starting the services. The Apache will hear Apache. Apache will start the request. So if any request coming from outside, the end users type abc.com, it will route the request. Okay, the Apache will respond to the requester and gives the data, the website content. So these are the way before we doing. Okay. So here so many things happen. Okay, like for example, this the cost here is for the bare metal around 2 lakh. Okay, 2 lakh. And we set up all things. Our website is run. It's no issue. Okay. And we have daily from outside. Okay, this is outside. you and me all things are considering outside. Okay. So this is the users, and daily we got around 500 or 600 or in between 500 and 600, 1K. Okay. 500 to 1K request. I mean, this much user use our website daily. Got it? Anyone have any doubt?
No.
So sometimes the requester count may be increase. Okay, for example, at the time of popularity, so many things under there. Okay, for example, our popularity. Okay, our popularity increase. I mean, regarding our company's popularity, so the count may be high, right? This may be go to 5K to 10K. Daily count. I mean daily traffic to our website. This much users. I mean 5,000 to 10,000 users access our site. Got it? So what are the thing happen here? Our single machine can't handle this much traffic, right?
Yes.
So what will we do?
Buy another or do another server or install another one.
Right. So this is our rack. Okay, server rack. Rack means almara, like almara. And in that almara, we buy server. This is our first server. Okay, and we set up all things. So first one. First server. And first server can't handle this much traffic, right? I mean the 5K to 10K. So we buy another server. Okay, we buy another server. And do the same things in this server also, and we will set up a load balancer. Okay, and route the traffic to this machine also. Got it? The second server also contain the same thing in the first server. A clone of the first server, that's all. Server 2. So again, we lost some money, right? For buying the server. Again, we paid 2 lakh more. That's all. But that's for the good thing because we have much traffic. Again, it's going up, right? Sometimes again, the traffic may be going up like 50K to now it's 10K. Okay, then it's going 20K to 40K like that. Okay, daily traffic. Again, what we'll do? Buying another server, right? Got it? Buying another server. Server 3. And configure all thing. I mean, virtualize the server, then we install the OS, again we install the web server, then copy the application to the latest server and configure into the load balancer. You know what is load balancer? Anyone know?
Yeah, load balancer help to distribute or to share the traffic between the servers to the servers.
Yes. These are physical servers, okay? And yeah, load balancer is nothing. It's like 2 types of load balancer there. One is hardware load balancer and software load balancer. Got it? In on-premise, we are using hardware load balancer. Okay, load balancer is nothing. First, for example, here there is three users, okay? These are the three users needs to access our application, okay? On-premise application. So first they will type the URL, okay? Our URL is abc.com and they will access our site. So first the connection go through our load balancer. First they hit the load balancer, okay? Because we configure the load balancer here like this. Load balancer. First hit the load balancer, I mean the request, okay? Like this. And the load balancer is nothing, it's a service to, distribute the incoming traffic to our machines, okay? Our corresponding machines. So the load balancer route the traffic. Yes. Yeah. First, this person, okay? Person one access our content, okay? So it's first hit the load balancer and the load balancer will route the traffic to corresponding machine. Got it? So you go to have your content here. So the first request, the load balancer route to the server 3. At the same time, the next one request, then the load balancer will route into server 2. Again, there is third one access the same time. It's route to the server 1. This way, these things are doing with the load balancer itself. Okay, we didn't bother about that. And nowadays, the load balancer in AWS, there is different types of load balancer, like network load balancer, application load balancer, classic load balancer, and one more load balancer they add nowadays. I need to check. So,
Yes,
yeah.
I have a doubt, sir. This load balancer is there no? Where they are deploying it in the legacy model, like it is on the server or where it is?
Most probably we are configuring the load balancer in this case. I mean, in traditional case, in router or there is a firewall. Okay, some that's is some hardware type load balancer.
Okay.
Okay.
Understood.
Yeah, we didn't bother about that because we are doing the same things in cloud and in DevOps. Okay. So the load balancer follows a algorithm that's called a round robin. Round robin. Round robin is nothing to switch into like first one going there, second one going down, third one going there. Okay. Again, another one, same thing, repeat. Got it. That's all. So these are the scenario. Okay. I mean, yeah. And if the traffic may be huge, then the same way we need to add more. That's all. Okay. This is for your annoying. So here we then after sometimes, okay, some days or some few, now we have around this much traffic, okay, like 20K to 40K in between, okay. So sometimes this may be going to down, right? Again, it's go back to 10K, right? The users count, daily request count. So the 10K, again 10K, and again it's going to down like 5K. What happened? Here we have 3 servers, okay, and the count is just 5K. So here the utilization is what? Only for serving the 5K request daily, we just have only one server. This server can easily handle this much traffic, no issue. But we buy 2 servers more, okay, to handle our some popularity time request, okay. So this will again make some issues for the company because we buy these servers. Got it? This cost, one of the thing here is cost. And next thing is the IT person who set up the whole things, right? So we need to hire more IT team like that, and complex thing to set up this infrastructure. So many things there. And nowadays we didn't use these resources. I mean for that these two machines resources also. So these are the things we are facing in on-premise. And the same scenario in cloud, I will explain. And one more thing I need to add here. This is called a what? This method is called scaling, right? This is called scaling, okay?
Okay.
Scaling. Here we are using which scaling? Manual scaling. Scaling what? Scaling the resources, right? In cloud computing, there is two types of scaling. Anyone know?
I think
Yeah, horizontal and vertical scaling, that is ELB and data scaling.
Yes. And what is vertical and what is horizontal? With the previous example, which scaling we are using? I mean, the buying server like that.
I think that is auto scaling.
No. That's manual because we buy the server and we set up the whole things, right?
Okay.
That is manual scaling, not automatic, because on-premise doesn't provide the automatic scaling. Only cloud can provide that thing.
Yeah. Okay.
That is called horizontal scaling, right?
yeah, horizontal is to add more machine, I mean EC2 or server to the application, right?
Yes. For example, the previous scenario, we have one server and we scale with one more server. Okay, we buy another one and again we buy another one. Okay, this scaling is called horizontal scaling. Horizontal scaling. Horizontal scaling means we add multiple servers. Okay. Yeah, right, Andrew. Yes, and the vertical scaling means we have a single server. Okay, we have a single server, and this server have 2 GB RAM and 2 CPU, 2 core, okay, and 1 TB storage. So when we need to scale the things using the vertical, nothing, we need to increase these things like the 2 GB may be going to 4 GB. Got it? For 2 GB going to 4 GB and 2 vCPU going to 4 vCPU, and storage maybe as per our requirement we need to add more like 2 TB like that. This is called horizontal vertical scaling. And the one of the problem we are choosing vertical in production environment, we are facing some issues because when we need to do the vertical thing, I mean vertical scaling, we need to stop this machine, I mean the main machine. First we need to stop the machine and we need to scale these things. Got it? For horizontal, we didn't stop anything because we just clone up the machine, right? in on-premise we buying thing and install thing after we connect the machine to the load balancer. That's all. In cloud, the cloud provider will automatically scale up the thing. We didn't bother to print anything. So the same thing in cloud, okay. In cloud, we can choose AWS or any cloud provider. And the same things, we just forgot the on-premise, okay. So all things now in virtual, okay. Just consider that we have a company and we need to deploy application in our cloud provider. So we need to log in, or we need to create a account, okay, in AWS. For the AWS keys, you all create the account, right? I mean the free tier.
No, sir.
We need to create, okay, because in DevOps we are going through most of labs, okay.
So any links that do we have where exactly where we can create it?
Yes, I will just go to AWS, okay. Like you can see my screen, right?
Yeah.
AWS.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is on cloud computing.
So I have a question.
Okay.
So you said there are two types of load balancers, software and hardware. So when in the vertical scaling and the horizontal scaling, how do we understand this software and hardware types?
Actually, coming to cloud, we are mostly using the software load balancer, okay. We didn't bother about the infrastructure of the load balancer. We just configure the application or network load balancer in cloud, actually.
Oh, okay.
You got the point, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So yeah, this is screen, okay, and create a AWS account. That's all. And
Yeah,
go
get
through.
started for free. Okay.
Yes. Get started for free. It's 1 month free. Sorry, 1 year free.
Okay.
And for that 1 year, I think there is 750 hours of EC2 machine running hour, 750 hour. After the 750 hour, it will charge, okay. For each service, they will charge like, for example, VPC or for example, we deploy some machine and we just stop the machine, and it will also charge that thing, okay, because we lease some IPs, public IPs. Nowadays, they charge their IPs, okay. I mean the public IPs. Yeah. So first we create a AWS account, then we set up the same things, okay. Like we choose one machine, I mean the virtual machine. Here we are choosing virtual machine. So first we choose virtual machine and set up the machine. Then the top of the machine, we are deploy the, set up the web server, Apache or Nginx. Okay, the same thing, okay, and deploy the application. In production environment, how we deploy a web content, a web application. First, we will choose two machine, okay. Got it? Because if any machine down, the next one will handle the request, okay. For that purpose, we set up two machine, okay. In previous, we set up two, okay. I didn't mention that because this is abc.com and this is abc.com. There's two machine and this two machine will handle the traffic. This is cloud, okay. And here, the same scenario, in time the traffic may high, what will we do? Here we can choose the service, the cloud providers. One of the main service is called auto scaling. So we need to configure the auto scaling setup, okay, before the thing. So we provide some information to the auto scaling setup. That thing is, if some query, okay, like if the traffic may high, like, or if the CPU utilization is high or the RAM utilization is high, when this thing happen, because some more load coming outside, okay, coming from outside, our machine's load will high. So based on the high popularity, we need to spin up the machine. So we set up all things in the auto scaling configuration. So the AWS provider will automatically set up another machine with the same content. Got it? I mean, installing the web server and copy the web content in the corresponding path. So if the traffic high, it will automatically create a another machine and route the traffic to this newly machine. Got it? Again high, the same continue. Again it will, because we provide all things. For example, our desired machine is 2. These are the 2. If the traffic high, I mean the request is high, just to spin up the machine to up to 10 or 8 or 6. That's all. So it's going to the up to the count, okay, up count. Here we set up to 6, then it's go to 6 machine. And what if the traffic down? Again, it will down. I mean, delete each one. I mean, the cloud provider automatically delete the spin up machine. And where will back the desired state? This is 2. So our 2 machines are here. Got it?
Okay.
Any doubt? This is
Just one thing, sir.
Yeah.
So here we're defining a number. Like, for example, if we define number 10, then auto scaling will go up to 10 max, right?
Yes.
Okay.
There is 2 conditions: our desired state and our preferred state. Okay. Our our preferred state is 10. Then it's go to the 10 up to 10.
Okay. And can we define the minimum number also?
Yeah, minimum is 2 because, for example, first we set up with a single machine. If any case the machine fail, what will happen? Our website down, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes the website, if any website like, for example, Amazon.com. If this website down for a couple of minutes, what will happen? Loss of crores, right?
Yeah.
For the company.
Right.
So we need to ensure the infrastructure for a single time, because some huge giant teams make billions of dollars within seconds or minutes. That's why we need
to happen with Facebook. Yeah.
maximize the availability. Okay, this is maximum availability of the content and maximum scalability, availability, so many things.
Thank you.
So if the servers go down or the website is down, that is loss of.
Yes, right. For example, consider this as not ABC. This as a e-commerce, a popular e-commerce, Amazon or Flipkart. Okay,
Yeah.
Amazon.com. Got it. If the site down, what are the consequences we are facing as a IT infra team in that Amazon.com? Just because in a couple of each second there is so many transaction there, right? I mean, the purchase, so many things there. So it will down globally. I mean, the users can't log in the thing and they didn't surf, they didn't buy anything. So these are the things happen when the website is down.
I have a question, sir. So when the auto scaling is happening, like horizontal, it's scaling, right? During scaling, if it takes out any machine, then what happens to data in that server?
Yeah, I told you the auto scaling technique. I mean, in their provider will, for example, this is our machine. Okay, this is the desired machine. This machine first we install the machine. I mean, launch this machine. Okay, launch machine. Then we install the web server. Then we copy the data
Okay.
for the same. First we configure two server. Okay, so these both have the same data. And in auto scaling configuration, we provide so many information. Okay, some information regarding the scaling and so many things. And in there we set up all things. We our desired machine is 2, and the scale up to 6. Okay, like that. So and we provide the query. Okay, because if anything trigger, then it will spin up, right? Here our case is more request. Okay, if more request there, the memory or CPU utilization is high, right? So based on that, we need to spin up the machine. Again, the auto scaling service will automatically create another machine for us. We didn't bother about that. And what are things in these machines? It will automatically copy this machine to this machine. I mean, the same content. I mean, spin up the machine, then in web server there, the data's there, everything is there. We didn't bother about that thing. Got it? Yeah.
Okay.
Because we set up all things and we go to sleep, okay, and we infragate. And at this time, maybe the traffic may high. So we didn't bother about anything. The cloud provider will automatically do the things.
Okay.
And if the request may be high, I mean the going down, then it will automatically delete. Got it?
Yes.
And these are the things. One of the thing, okay. This is maximum or high availability. This card is high availability. One of the benefit when we choose cloud, high availability. And the next one is scalability. And you guys know the networking concept, okay? I mean the virtual network. You guys. Hello?
Networking concept, you mean to say in the AWS?
Not in AWS. In AWS or Azure, anything, because all are similar.
Yeah, I have an idea. I don't
What
have
about
hands-on
others?
experience much.
Yeah, what about others?
Can you please repeat the question?
Coming to virtual networks, okay, because what about your knowledge in networks, networking, IT networking?
Mine is low.
Okay, what
I'm
about
new.
others?
I'm new to this, so
Me too. I'm new to the networking. Only networking in AWS. Only that one.
Okay. So these are the prerequisite, okay, because we directly jump into cloud. There is these things, I mean the networking part, the availability part, scaling, all things are in our DevOps, okay? So first we need to clarify these things before jumping into DevOps. So that's why I'm adding these things. So networking means, for example, this is a college, okay? Got it. This college have, this is one of the lab, and this is another lab, and this is the account section, okay? So here so many computers there. In lab, there is 10 computer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Again here another one. This is another lab, okay? This is CAD lab and this is CS lab. Consider each one different labs, okay? And in account section, some workers there, there is 3 machines like. So how each system communicate here? Anyone know idea? Because each PC is here is independent, right? And we need to communicate with each other. How we'll do the task? Andrew, I mean, not the gateway, because each one have independent. Okay, each one is independent.
Yeah, I think all 3 of them should be part of the same domain first.
Yes. How we'll make that?
Is it IP address?
Yes, IP4 communication, right?
Right, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. We need to assign a IP for each machine, right? A local IP. Right? I mean, private IP. Yeah. Thing happen here is there is a IT room also here, okay? This is the IT room. In IT room, some switches there, okay, right? This is called switch. And what are things and how we connecting these things, I will show you. This is computer one, okay? And this switch have different ports. Switch is to handle the traffic, okay? In locally, switch will handle the traffic using the MAC ID. Got it? It's a hardware device. So in LAN, okay, in each PC's LAN, we use the LAN cable and put the LAN cable in each PC and take the LAN cable and put it into the switch. For example, this machine and this switch have 24 port to handle 24 PC. Consider like 1, 2, 3, 4, like 24. Again, this has 24. So here we can add 48 PCs to these 2 switches. Again, same to the next machine. Put into another machine. Next one, like that, okay? So the switch 1, this is switch 1, will handle this lab PC. Got it? And this we can put into switch 2, okay? Same way. So now in this is lab 1, and this is lab 2. Now in lab 1, each machine, okay, this machine can talk with this machine, right? Guys, hello?
Yes, the machines can talk to each other, yes.
Yes. So here, same way we can talk. So just example, for example, in lab 1, there is a machine needs to talk to lab 2. I mean, this lab, okay? What will we do? Simply nothing. We just take one LAN cable from switch 1 to switch 2, right? So these two switches can talk now, right? So that if any machine in lab 1 will talk with the lab 2, and make sure these both lab have the same IP ranges, okay? For example, the private IP ranges. Got it? Any confusion?
No confusion.
Okay. So this networking is called what? This type of networking called local area network, LAN, right? We can choose any college, office, hospital, and yeah, even the corporate office, all do the same networking scenario, okay? Got it? So for example, these both the lab needs to talk or needs to access the internet. What will we do? As of now, this is in local area network, okay? In our college, they can talk, but outside the college, I mean, they didn't search internet. So what will you do? In IT room, we will take a connection, right? I mean the modem, interconnection, and from here we will take another LAN cable from the modem and put it into the switch, right? Any switch, because the both two switches are now connected. I mean, they are communicated with this cable, and we just put the internal cable into the any port of the switch, and each machines in these both lab can have access to internet. This way we configure the thing in this scenario. Got it? Any doubt?
Yes.
So as a cloud engineer or DevOps engineer, we need to set up these types of thing in cloud computing. I mean, the traditional way we can see the things. I mean, the cable we can see, switch we can see, router see, even the PCC. Coming to the cloud, we can't see anything. All things are virtual. Got it? In AWS, the network virtual network name is, anyone know?
Virtual.
VPC.
Amazon Web Service.
No. VPC. The name is VPC. Virtual Private Cloud. Okay. And in Azure, it's called VNet. Virtual Network. So we need to set up the virtual network accordingly as per the client requirement or the company requirement. Got it? So what is VPC? VPC is a isolated environment, and it's private. Okay. It's private and isolated, and where we deploy our application. That's called VPC. For example, in AWS, first we create a VPC. Got it? This is our VPC. VPC have some components. Okay, the components name is, one is internet gateway. Internet gateway. This service provide internet to our VPC. By default, there is no internet gateway. We need to configure the internet gateway and attach to our VPC. And second one is subnet. Subnet is these are the components, okay, inside the VPC. Subnet is a IP ranges, okay, IP ranges, and we segregate that IPs into small. For example, we have 100 IP, and we need to divide the 100 IP into small segment, like 25 IPs for A and 25 for B, and again 24 by C and D. So A, B, C, Ds are the subnet, okay. I will show you more in the lab, don't confuse. And next one is a route table. Route table. Route table is nothing, it's for routing the traffic. Okay, I mean, for example, by default, there is only local route inside the VPC. So we need to talk with the internet or anything like that. We need to add some route inside our route table. Then, yeah, these are the common things, I mean, common components in VPC. Got it. Any doubt? Anybody have any doubt regarding virtual network?
Not so far. I think the way we progress depends on that.
Yeah. I'm facing some issue by login to AWS. ID. Yes, got it. So this is one of the AWS account, okay. You can see my screen, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, Andrew. I didn't mention peering. I will add in the lab section, okay. Like VPC peering. For VPC peering is nothing. It's another service under the VPC peering. This is for because we have more than one VPC, okay. Like there is two VPC, so we need to sometimes the VPC one or the inside the VPC one some machines, okay. So we need to talk. That machine needs to talk with another VPC. So we will create a peering connection. That's called a VPC peering. Peering. Yeah, this is a console, okay, our AWS console. So here in search bar, we can search the services, or here the service option there. This much service offered by AWS. As per our requirement, we will use the corresponding service and do the things. And this is EC2. EC2, you know, guys, what is EC2? Elastic Cloud. Okay, this is called a virtual machine, EC2. Sorry?
No.
Okay. Here you can see this is the EC2 dashboard. Okay. in dashboard, we can see the resources. Here there is 10 EC2 machine. I mean 10 virtual machines running, and here one elastic IP. You know what is elastic IP? Elastic IP. Elastic IP. Elastic IP means in AWS, we deploy one virtual machine. Okay. At the time of deploying, we need to enable the IP. I mean the public IP. For example, consider this is the public IP. Okay. 16.4.2. This is a public IP for our EC2 machine. So when the machine is down or when we stop the machine, this IP will gone, right? Because this is provided by the AWS and this is not static. Not static. At the time of shutting down the machine, this IP will go. When again we restart the machine, we will get another IP. So at the time of, I mean, our requirement is we need a static IP. For example, this IP will all time, okay? This didn't rechange or anything. So in that case, we will create a elastic IP. It will take charges, okay? It will take charge in AWS. So we can attach the IP to our corresponding machine or our corresponding resources. Here there is one IP address there. I mean the elastic IP. And load balancer is 2. You can guess. And auto scaling group is 1 instance 1. Also 1. Keep pair. Leave it. Yes, we are talk about VPC. Yes, VPC. Just type the VPC. Anyone have currently the AWS account?
I have one.
Okay, what about others? Andrew, you have AWS,
Not
right?
yet.
So if you guys take the AWS account, we can start the lab, okay?
Yeah.
As soon as possible, we can cover up the thing.
So if you want, we can create one right now. Shall we?
Yes.
As we talk. Yeah, as we talk, we can create one.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm doing it.
Okay, fine. Make sure free tier, okay?
Yeah, so but it's prompting for credit card number also. So I think it's mandatory.
You can add the debit card, no issue. They didn't take any money without your consent. That's for
Oh,
AWS.
okay.
Yeah.
Is it the AWS training and certification website?
Sorry? No.
Would
This
you
is
be
the
able-
dashboard.
Oh, would you be able to provide a link so that I could do a sign in or establish a profile?
Okay. I will share.
That's the one. I just gave it over there.
Yes, that's the one. So this is my VPC console, okay? And these are the components we discuss, subnet, route table, inter gateway, and egress-only integrated. These are the things we need to add: elastic IP, endpoint, NAT gateway, peering connection. So in my account, there is 3 VPC, okay? By default, when we creating the AWS account, there is one default VPC there, default subnet there, default internal gateway there. We didn't bother about the VPC thing. We can directly deploy our machines, okay? I mean the virtual machine to the corresponding VPC and the subnet. But when we coming to the production environment or as a cloud engineer, the best practice we need to create our own resources, okay? I mean, we didn't go to the default one. We create our own VPC and our own things like the whole thing. And for example, in Azure, okay, in Azure, we have 10 client, okay, like BMW, Benz, Audi, like that. There is 10 client. So how we deploy their application means we create different VNet for each customers, okay? Each customer is isolated from one another, okay? There is no connection between each one. That's why we create these types of networking. Otherwise, each one can take their data like that. It will take another messy thing. We create each client their own resources, their own virtual network, and their own resource groups. So ensure that all the things. So here you can see there is 3 VPC, I mean virtual private cloud. And in subnet,
Yes, sir, I was able to create the accounts.
okay, good.
I can see the console page.
Yes, you can go through like a tour, go to the console and these are the common things in Azure, AWS. Okay, I will text here. One is VPC, then EC2, EKS, Lambda,
S3 bucket, is possible?
Elastic Beanstalk, yes. S3 is storage, yeah. S3. Yeah, these are the things you can just go through. Here, these are my subnet, okay? So I will take a small lab, okay? So you guys can do the same thing in your AWS account, okay? Got it? So I am starting from
Okay.
scratch. Got it? Like my requirement is there is a new customer, okay? So we need to, the customer's requirement is we need to deploy their website, okay, in cloud, normal way. We didn't leverage any container technology or anything like that. First, we need to know how these things deploy in normal way, and after we going DevOps, we will do the same things in container technology. These are the difference, okay? So simply how we deploy the application. So from scratch, we need to create a VPC for the client, then create a subnet, create a route table, and deploy the machine inside the subnet. This is the way, okay? Subnet. Or route table. One thing I here missed. Anyone know? Internal gateway. That's for internal connectivity. This is the virtual machine, EC2. In AWS, it's called EC2. So this is the scenario, okay? Inside the EC2, I need to install web server and deploy the web app. Okay. So first I need to go where VPC. So you guys following me, right?
Yeah. So in the search bar, we need to search with VPC. Is it so?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So VPC, push enter. Here it says VPC isolated cloud services.
Yes. By default, I told you VPC is isolated, private and private thing. Okay. There is nothing coming from outside or inside. Anything is just a isolated place where we deploy our application. So I am here, create a VPC from scratch. Create a VPC.
Okay. Okay. Create VPC. I'll click on that. Yeah.
Yes. And give it a name. Okay. My VPC or VPC client 1. VPC client. And
VPC client 1.
No, that's for just giving the name. That's all.
Okay.
Make sure, because when we coming to production environment, there is multiple VPC. So yeah, you need to verify which VPC for which client. So go through there and do the things. And give it a IP. Okay. You guys know and familiar with IP or? What about IPs? Anyone?
Can you ask the question again, please?
You know, guys, IP address, how we put the IP classes, subnet, netmask.
No, sir, not much idea.
Little bit. I can now speak out for everybody, so mine is okay. I can go and revise again.
Okay. So I will cover the IP soon, okay, for the next section, because it's a big thing. So it will take time. Yeah. For now, I will complete the task, okay, the simple task. Got it. Yeah. So next, everything is fine. IPv6, create VPC. Okay. Now I created VPC, okay. Just this thing, okay. This thing. Not configure or set up inside these components, just the VPC, and the VPC name is client1. Client, not client1, client. Okay. VPC client. The name is VPC client. So next thing, I need to add one component called subnet. Got it. So just to go to subnet and create subnet. And here we need to choose the corresponding VPC. So drop down and where our VPC is. Yeah, you see VPC client, choose the VPC.
So we need to search for subnet again in the search bar, right?
You said client 1, right?
Client, VPC client.
That's the name you gave it before, I don't think. Okay.
Yeah. And yeah, one more question there. Who is that?
So it is Jay here, so I'm not able to follow. So you want me to type subnet in the search bar, is it?
No, here you see in VPC, we didn't search that thing. Okay, it's under VPC. I mean virtual VPC. Under VPC,
Oh, yeah.
I mean
Okay.
virtual private cloud, you can see your VPC, subnet, routable,
Oh,
all things.
yes. Yes. Yeah, I see that. Okay.
Yeah, okay. Just click the subnet.
Yeah, I click
And
on subnet now.
yes, I think you can see there is 2 subnet, right? Default.
Actually, I see 3 are here actually.
3, yes.
Yeah.
That's for the different availability zone. Leave that. You can create your own. Okay, create subnet
Create subnet. Okay.
and choose the
VPC
VPC
name.
that we
Yeah.
created. So I am choosing my
Yeah. Okay.
client.
Yeah,
So
VPC client, correct.
Yeah, give a name to the VPC. So I am here putting the name like public subnet sub. Okay, and choose the availability zone. And you guys know what is the zone, I mean the region and the availability zone. You guys idea?
Yes, as for me,
What about
no, I
others?
don't have any idea.
No, sir, no idea.
Yeah, that's why I am starting from scratch, because we need to clear up all the things, okay, from scratch. Otherwise, you will get more confused when we going deep into the DevOps part. So in every provider, okay, AWS or Azure, GCP, they have their own region and availability zone. Okay, what is region means? In a single word, we can define what is region is a collection of availability zone. Okay, got it. Then what is availability zone is it's a collection of different data centers. Got it? I will explain. And this is considered, this is a globe. Okay, this is for AWS. Okay, AWS. This is globe. Okay, and in globe there is so many region, like this is Canada or US is to one, like that. And this is Asia. Okay, Asia region. And this is where it is. This is Australia or US. This is Middle East. Okay, these are the different region. Okay, consider these are the different region, and each region, okay, for example, we go to the US, each region they have multiple availability zone. Okay, like availability zone 1, availability zone 2. What is availability zone? Availability zone is nothing, that is called the data center. Okay, for example, here 2 availability zone in US. Okay, 2 availability zone. Availability zone 1 in Chicago and 1 is in Atlanta. Consider that. And in Chicago, they have a big data center. The data center have what? Their servers. Multiple servers, lot of servers there, because that's that where we work. Okay, because when we log in from here, I mean in India, and choose our region is US. Okay, so we configure the machine from any available zone inside the region. Got it? And same for the another available zone in 2 in US. Again, there is another data center. There is multiple machines there. I mean, their virtual and their physical machine. These are their physical machine. I mean, the AWS physical machine. When we take their physical machine, it's called a virtual machine for us. Got it? For example, if some calamities or anything happen in available zone is down. Okay, for example, there is a flood, and the data center is down, but our data are safe in available zone. That's why we choose for the best practice at least 2 availability zone. So our data is high availability. Consider this as in on-premise. Okay, just on-premise. our data is down due to some calamities. What happened? Earthquake or anything. Our full resources is going down, right? When we choosing cloud, we can choose multiple availability zone for maximum availability. So if any data center down, we have our own data in the next availability zone. Now you guys got what is availability zone and what is region. Coming to Indian region, we have two availability zone. I think one is in Mumbai and one is in Chennai. So there is two data center. Got it? Any doubt regarding available zone and region? Same for Azure, okay? But their data center may be changing. Like this is in Chicago, then their data center may be in the next state or anything like that. That's all.
You mean to say within a region there is availability zone defined?
Yes, I will show you. I am choosing which you see, I am using Stockholm. Okay, you see, this is my region. Yeah, in that region, I deploy my all application. Got it? If I need to change the app, my resources to another region, then I need to change accordingly. Okay, so if you have any one doubt, then you can ping me in group. Okay, no issue. I will share the material for covering these things. So
I have one doubt. I'm trying to create a VPC in my console.
okay.
It is throwing a error where IPv4 CIDR.
Which IPv4 you choose? Now you just use the IP like 10.0.0.0/16. Okay, I will do one class for the IPs. Okay.
Yeah, I think that would be helpful, sir. Thank you.
Nice.
It's not allowing me. It is saying must be valid IPv4 CIDR.
You can see my screen, right?
Yeah.
Put the same IP to your VPC like this. 10.0.0.0/16. The 16 is net mask. Okay, I will explain what is net mask and what is IP. Now I am creating the subnet. Okay, the private subnet. Create subnet. Any doubt regarding the region and availability zone?
Actually, theoretically, we got the concept. Now,
fine, right? Now you got the idea, right?
I got some idea, correct?
Yeah, got it. So now I created my public, I mean the subnet. Okay, I named it as public subnet. Okay, but is this subnet is public? I mean public means this subnet have a connection to outside my network. So now it's have public or private for you guys. Just yeah, I create the VPC. Okay, create VPC, name it this, and create a subnet and name it as public. My question is, this subnet is public or not?
No.
Yeah. Why?
Because it's inside your network with a VPC, you have to allow it to communicate with outside.
Yes. By default, VPC is isolated thing and it's private. Okay. So this is in just for your information, and we need to make the subnet and the VPC is public. Okay, as per our requirement. So for that, I need to add some more components like to getting internet connection. So I am creating a internet gateway. Create internet gateway. Name it as given a name. My network. Create the internet gateway. Now it's created, and we need to attach to any VPC. Okay, so here we choose the attach to VPC, and here we need to choose the VPC that we created, that is VPC client. Choose the one and attach the VPC. And the question is again, now it's public or not? I mean subnet. The answer, answer is no, because we need to configure much more. Now we created a internet gateway and attached to our VPC. This is our internet gateway. So this is just we attach the internet gateway. This means inside the components, I mean subnet or anything, does not have the internet connection. Okay, we need to add that thing. For that purpose, we using root table. So go to root table and create a root table and give a name. This root table for public connection. So I just make it as public. I mean give name as public. This is for my better understanding when I am looking the root table. So I am choosing the the VPC, then create root table. Okay, now I created a root table. This part is done. I mean creating root table, right? Okay, by default in root table there is one root there. Okay, that is called the local root. Means inside we can talk. Got it? Using the root table inside, some resources can talk inside the what? Inside the VPC. Inside the VPC. Now I am again going to the root table. Here's all my root table there. I am choosing my corresponding root table. This is public is my root table. I am choose the public, and before configuring root table, okay, my requirement here is this is my subnet. Okay, public subnet. So my requirement is I need to make this subnet public. Got it? Means public means if I install a machine inside the subnet, that machine needs to talk with the internet. That's my requirement. So I need to cooperate. I mean this subnet needs to cooperate with some root table so that I can talk with the internet. Okay, this is called association. Root table association, or sorry, subnet association. Okay, associate with this root table. So we need to configure that accordingly. So first we need to go to the root table that we created. Now I am in the root table. You see public. So under there a subnet association we can see. Click the subnet association, and here we can edit the subnet association. You see under edit subnet association, there is only one subnet show because I am choosing my own VPC. That's why under the VPC there is only one subnet. That's why here the single subnet shown. Okay, so I am choosing the subnet. Okay, and save association. Now what happened here? Now this subnet and this root table is associated. Okay, got it. So if I make any changes in root table, it will also affect to my subnet, right? So this is my, I told you that there is a local routing there. This is a local route, okay? Local route from this IP is from VPC IP to local. Local means inside the subnet. Got it? So I need to expose, I mean, I need to get the internal connection to my subnet. So what I will do, edit routes. I mean, in subnet, go to subnet and choose my subnet. And here you can see root. First we go to association to associate the subnet. That here we associated that thing. Then go to root. Okay. The next thing is go to root and edit root. Here we need to add one more root to getting the, I mean, to expose that subnet to public. So add one more root. Here we can choose the IP 000/0. This IP means everywhere. Okay. I mean, this is the internet IP. I mean, everyone can access the thing. That's the IP like 0.0.0.0/0. And here we need to, this is a destination IP. Okay. And the target IP is what? Our internet gateway. Our internet gateway, where is that? Yeah. When we choose the internet gateway, we can, yeah, it will show here my network. That's my internet gateway name and save changes. Now we can say this subnet is public. Got it? A simple way how we can consider the public network is public. Just to go to the root table of the corresponding subnet and make sure there is any root, I mean any root there that is connected to the internet gateway. Now what happened here? Any connection from outside the VPC like this, okay? First the connection coming from outside, go to the internet gateway, and then coming to the root table and go to the subnet. Got it? Now I am good to go to the resources. The network part is done. Go to EC2. Anyone have any doubt? You can ask. Okay, no need to worry about that. I'm the one.
For me,
yeah.
For me, where will we be able to get the copy of this recording?
Yes, we'll share in the group. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Then this part done. Okay. Now I am going to deploy my virtual machine. So that I am choosing EC2, then go to instances. And here, these are my running instances here. That's have different types of services. Leave that. I am going to launch another one. And choose, give a name for my machine, server test. And you can see number of instances. Here I am choosing one because I need only a single one. And I'm choosing Amazon Linux. These are the, you guys, this is the instance launching page. Here we need to mention the instance name, I mean the server name, and the images of the name. Okay, images means the OS, Windows, Linux.
Okay.
Yeah, we choose all things in this. That is called images. Okay, application OS. So here I'm choosing Amazon AWS Linux. AWS Linux is Amazon OS. I mean, they will take the kernel of Linux and they customize the image and they deliver the image to deploy.
So what should we search with in the search bar?
Sorry?
So in the search bar, what should we search with? Like
for deploying application, deploying machine.
Okay, yeah. So I already came to this page and I get the name as
EC2,
test.
EC2.
Yeah.
And there you can see instances.
Launch instance.
Instances.
Yeah.
And launch instances.
Okay, yeah, I'm in the same page, correct.
Okay. Server test, I'm choosing Amazon Linux. Okay, we can choose these other machines like Ubuntu, Windows, Red Hat, SUSE, so many things there.
Okay.
And yeah, the machine image is same, and the accuracy 64-bit is enough. And here instance type, we can choose the free tier T3 micro. This is the machine's requirement. Okay, for example, we need much CPU or more RAM. We need to choose accordingly. We drop the thing and choose the one as per the requirement. Then this is a key pair. Okay, key pair is nothing. It's a key, encrypted key to authenticate our machine remotely. Okay, for example, we deploy our machine in Stockholm in that region. So I'm using my own local machine to authenticate with my server in there. Okay, so I need a key. So here I have some keys, so I'm choosing the existing key. You can create a new key and download the key and save the key. Okay, because we didn't download the thing again. I'm creating a new key like test.
Okay, so.
And just to download the key pair type is RSA. This is the encryption. We can choose RSA, that's fine. And the file format is PEM. Okay, just create key pair. It will download the thing. Okay, you see it's downloaded. Just keep the key for accessing the machine remotely. And this is the network part. Okay, here we need to choose the thing like edit the network, and this is in by default VPC. Now I am choosing my created VPC, that VPC client, and in that VPC only a single subnet, that is called public. So I am choosing the single thing, and auto async public IP. You see, we need to, by default sometimes it's disabled. We need to enable the thing so that we will get the public IP for accessing the machine. And coming to the security part, this part I will take in next section. Okay, I mean security. These are under the ports and firewall, like a firewall in AWS. And yeah, it's fine. I will add one more thing for the application. HTTP 0 and launch the instance.
Sorry, sir, I was not able to follow the network settings part actually.
You created VPC, right?
Yeah, I created the key pair and then I'm in the network settings.
No. You created VPC?
Yeah, the VPC was created. And then that's why you created the key pair.
Yeah, you just create the key pair and download the key pair.
Yeah, that's done.
Then
and
go
now
down,
I'm under network settings.
Expand the network configuration. Yeah, you see the network there.
Yeah, okay. Let me just go down. I see my network VPC client. Yeah.
Yeah, you can see when drop down your network there, right?
Yeah. Then I can see the subnet as my public sub, which I created, and then auto assign
Yes,
public as
choose
public
choose
IP.
accordingly. Yes.
Okay, enable applet, right?
Yes. And one more thing. Yeah, my machine is running. You can see. So I need to connect the machine. Okay. So a easy way to connect is just click connection. There is a browser shell. Just to connect.
Do we need to create a security group or select from the
You-
existing security group?
Leave it. We will cover the security group with the IP section. Okay.
Okay. And then you simply want me to scroll down and click on launch instance.
Hello.
So you want me to scroll down and click on instance?
Yes. That's fine.
Okay, I'm going to launch it.
So everyone can see my terminal is ready. Yeah. So this is my Amazon Linux terminal. So here I need to work. Okay. This is my terminal, and you see this is the username of my machine, and the IP of this is my private IP. Leave this thing. I will cover these things. And now our requirement is, you see, we created subnet, and we launch the EC2 machine. I mean the instance. And the next thing is install the web server and deploy the application. That's all. So that. Yeah.
Can I make a request?
Yes.
Can we stop after this topic, because it's too much to practice for tomorrow, and it's already 11:20 for us.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah, we can stop from here. No issue. And start from here. Okay. And next section.
I'm not sure everybody's interest, but
Yeah. I also can see the time is going up. 8:50 here actually. Yeah. So yeah, no issue.
Sir, could you please share this recording, immediately after the class, because
Yeah, sure.
I've created the account, but I was just watching you, so I have to practice this one.
Yeah, sure. Every section will be a recording. Okay, no, don't worry about that, and we will
But
share.
last class, I think you said you will share the link, you will share the recording, but I think you didn't send the recording.
Yeah, I will share that also. No, don't worry.
Please, thank you.
Okay. So shall we wind up the today's section, right?
Yes, sir.
For everyone, right?
Yes, please.
Okay. Then see you. Okay.
Yes, please.
Okay, bye.
Share the course out.
Yeah.
Hello.
Sure. Yeah.
Could you please share the course outline, because one of my friends is interested in.
Okay. I will share.
In the group, WhatsApp group, please.
Yeah. As per your consultation, I will update the flyer. Okay.
Yeah, please. Yeah.
I need to add some, some basics like this. So I will update and share the content. Okay.
Oh, thanks a lot. Thank you.
I didn't remove anything and just add something. That's all.
Okay.
Okay. Fine.
Thank you.
Okay.
So sir, we can simply sign out from the AWS site, right?
Yes.
Nothing else to be done before we sign out.
No problem. You just sign out and we can continue. No issue.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
and
Bye.
we have to stop that instance, right? So otherwise it will run up to till
Yes.
tomorrow.
Yes, because I told you in free time there is only 750 hours. If you didn't
Yeah.
close that, stop the machine, it will take charge. Okay. Not taking charge, it will reduce the 750 hours.
Of course. Yeah.
Sir, could you?
And
Yes.
that VPC also we have to
you know,
talk about.
No need. You keep the VPC, no issue. Yes. I think who is there?
Yeah, so the class will be every day from Monday to Friday, or I don't really know the days. I don't know. I'm just asking.
As of now, we are planned for weekday. The weekday is Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And one
Okay.
more thing I need to add here, our full course is planned for a 2.5 to 3 month. Okay, so
Okay.
we are
Mhm.
planning that I am ready to cover 6 day in weekday. Okay, there is a six
Okay.
section in each week, so we can reduce the time period. I mean, that may be reduced to 1.5 to 2 month. Okay, so you guys get more labs, and you guys can do the next thing. I mean, to do the resume, and we can marketing to the devsar. Okay, so I need to talk with you all guys. You are okay with that? Then we can do the things. I mean, in 6 section in each week.
So I think it depends on how we can observe it. So if we think we are able to observe and get pictures telling us, then
I
that
will
will be okay. But
we need to talk in group. Okay, if all are ready, then I can take this way. So
yeah,
we can done the thing as soon as fast, and you guys can do next thing. I mean, after the course, we need to set up the resumes and marketing your resumes, and you all need the job, right? So
yeah,
we
we
can
need
take
job,
time.
but just want to get the fundamentals cleared because this networking
Yes,
is
you don't
something
worry.
like
You don't
going
worry
over
about.
the head. Yeah.
You don't worry about the fundamentals. Yeah, that's why I'm here at the fundamental. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
So, two small question. Are you gonna be the one who gonna help for the resume also, or is it another team?
Yeah.
It's another team or you?
No.
I think
There is other team there to set up these things. I mean, the resume thing,
That's
marketing thing.
resume. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Yeah, I
So
think three classes per week is like for 2 hours we are taking.
yes.
We will have some time to practice also.
Okay.
So that's what I'm.
I also agree. Is it right? 3 classes is good, and we can try that.
You guys, I mean, 6 classes in weekday. Okay.
So
Got it.
tomorrow we have class, right?
No. If you all agree,
6 classes, each class, the duration?
1.5 hours each.
Okay. That is also good for me so that we can finish up the course and get into the market.
I talked with the devsar and the higher authority, but they are ready. But first, I need to confirm from your side. Okay, your all side.
6 classes means all weekdays and Friday, I mean Saturday or Sunday. So 6 days a week. When can we practice with our routine?
That you
That's
gave.
what I'm thinking.
Yeah, got it.
Because it will be like see.
Sir, I think alternative will be fine, sir. Continuous classes will be a little bit tough to follow.
Okay. Then we can do accordingly. No issue.
Yeah, but if you go like I think if you go every day, that's gonna help her to cover everything in the 3 months. But I don't know how long like that will take if we doing 3 days in the week. I don't know how long it will take before we finish the whole class. So
Like 1.5 to 2 months, we can finalize the thing. I mean, the full course. If we done 6 day, okay, I mean 6 section every week. Got it.
Okay, I got it. But next class is tomorrow or Wednesday. I want you to know, please.
The next section is Wednesday, right?
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, in between you guys do your labs. Okay, I mean in free time you just ask in group, and I will provide the scenarios and the help. Okay, don't worry about that. Don't wait for the Wednesday. Okay, you guys can start your own.
I have a suggestion.
Yeah.
I took some classes before, but the best thing is for us, the students, to follow the teacher to explain everything. And when the video will be out the next day, we can go with the video, we can go by ourselves, step by step, to learn what the teacher taught. So that's gonna help the teacher to cover the things, that's gonna help us to focus and follow the class. That's my suggestion. So I'm not talking on behalf of anybody, but I think that one gonna help us, the teacher and us together.
Right. That's why I'm talking to you all, that you guys start your lab, okay? Like creating the account and creating from scratch. I mean, starting the VPC, then deploy the machine. Then after deploying the machine, I will provide the things. I mean, set up the web server. Then we can deploy our application. Okay. For this lab. So same for the other labs. Okay. Coming days. Got it.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Bye then all.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye.